welcome to episode number 27 of the Soggy Kookaburra podcast. My name is Kathy. I'm coming to you from a small town in North Wales where I live with my husband, our teenage son and our 3 cats, Pickle, Puka and Pumpkin, who are, to be honest, running around like crazy cats right now. So if you hear or see them, apologies in advance. If this is your first time joining me, welcome aboard the Crafty train. And if you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for joining me again. Today is Sunday, the 6th of September. It is a grey day here in North Wales, and this is my first podcast for 2 months. Had a little bit of a hiatus, lots going on. I was not well for a little while and had some other stuff happening, but I'm back now. I have lots to share with you. I've got some exciting news a bit later in the podcast, and I'm announcing a new competition. Well, competition, giveaway, new giveaway. So grab yourself a brew. I've got my coffee in my Harry Potter mug. I've got a new coffee machine, which makes me ridiculously happy. And I think we should crack on. As always, if you would like to find me on social media, on Instagram, I'm Soggy Kookaburra. I now have an Etsy store, which is also called Soggy Kookaburra, if I can speak. And I look forward to seeing you on there. Anywho, let's get going. Lots to share with you. So I've been quite busy in terms of my crafting over the last couple of months. And I think I'll start with showing you some finished projects. So as you may recall from my last episode, I have started doing some paint by numbers and I've been enjoying that. And I have a couple of finished ones. So I'm going to share those with you. Now this one, I got to be honest, I enjoyed doing it, but I don't love it. It's okay. It's nice. It was a learning experience, but I don't love it. Luckily, Stu does love it, and it's in his bedroom, hanging up. So yeah, I mean, it's quite nice. Quite nice. I got to experiment with some different blending techniques, particularly like in the water, which was all a bit blocky. But yeah, I mean, it's all right. It was good fun anyway. And that is the point and purpose. As always, I am very much a process crafter rather than a product crafter. I enjoy the process more than, or not necessarily more than, but as much as the finished product. So there's that one. And then coffee. There's Puka. And I've got Pumpkin sitting on the windowsill just here. So he'll probably stick his nose in a minute. The other paint by numbers that I have finished is this one here. And I do like this one very, very much. I'm just trying to not have the reflection. It's kind of an abstracty, that's Puka climbing up on the wardrobe, abstracty purple flower kind of one. And that's hanging in my lounge room. And I'm really, really pleased with this one. Really, really happy with it. It's just, these are all my colours. They're nice. I really enjoyed doing this one as well, because it was really quite difficult to see how it was going to come out at the end until I more or less finished it, because it was also abstract. So yeah. So that's my 2 finished paint by numbers. As I say, really pleased with that. I've got another one on the go, which I will show you in a little while. And I've got some more sort of in the back of my mind that I want to start, but there is no massive rush on that. It is just, as we're coming into the colder months, I'm probably going to be doing more knitting and crochet. Right, barreling along, finished projects. Right, I finally finished my Mexican carnival socks. How cool are they? So these ones are, they're size 5.5 to 7. They're made out of the Patterns Croy socks, and the colourway is Mexicala stripes. And they are 75% wool, 25% nylon. Very, very pleased with them. They're kind of funny actually, because I didn't particularly do them to match, but, and at the top you can see that they don't match, but once you get past the top cuff bit, you can see they kind of match. And that was totally not deliberate. That was happenstance. So yeah, I'm really quite pleased with those. I'm going to probably list these in my store because I didn't make them with anybody in particular in mind. And I don't need any more socks. But aren't they cool? I'm really pleased with that. And these are just my regular vanilla sock pattern. So 2x2 rib, modified eye of partridge heel. Pretty standard, but really nice. I like them a lot. Very, very pleased with those. So I've finished those ones. The other little project that I finished is this little stripy hat. Now I know it looks ridiculously small, but I was trying something, kind of my own pattern a little bit. I just wanted to see whether I could make something that was quite form-fitting. And as you can see, I am actually very pleased with it. It's just using up ends of yarn, really. Now the stripes are West Yorkshire Spinners, Rum Paradise is the colourway. And then this was, I don't even know what the colourway is or what yarn it is. It was just some leftover sock yarn. It is all sock weight, so fingering weight yarn, covered in cat fluff. Yeah, a bit of fun. I just kind of fancied making it. Again, it's not really got anybody in mind in particular for it. I was just experimenting. I might even keep it for myself. I'm not sure just yet. But yeah, it was just a bit of fun. You know, sometimes I feel like doing something a bit different that's not socks. Not very often, admittedly, but sometimes. So yeah, little stripy beanie. So that's going to go in my gift box. On to barreling along, aren't I? I'm really cracking on. I don't want this to run too long. Right, so rolling on to works in progress. I'm going to show you the painting I'm working on at the moment. So this is a custom one that I had put together from a company called Victorious Moon, and it's for Sebastian. It is some type of anime, Japanese anime character. You see, it's a scantily clad anime girl. So yeah, so it's kind of getting there. I should be finished by the next podcast, maybe, or certainly within the month. So yeah, it's fun. Lots of colours, which is nice. Something a bit different. But I asked Seb what he wanted for me to paint for his bedroom, and that's what he chose. So I'm enjoying that. And in terms of knitting works in progress, in my lovely Kathy yarn bowl that my dear friend Emma made for me, I have been working on No Slicks is the pattern. It's a free pattern. I've finished one sock. So this yarn, it's yarn that I bought when I was in the States last year. Can you believe that was a year ago? And it's two different yarns. So the not being able to show you very well, this kind of peppermint swirly kind of yarn, it's sport weight, it's not fingering weight, and that was quite a deliberate choice because these socks are for my dear friend who lives in Canada, where it gets very cold in the winter, and so I'm making these. We're doing a sock swap, and so I'm making these for Maggie, and so I thought it would be useful to have slightly thicker fabric than normal for the socks for a Canadian winter. So it's, I mean, I really love the yarn. It's super squishy, it's super soft. I love the colours. It is Cascade Sport Maltese. See if it's got a colourway. There's the yarn. It's colour number 211, 70% merino wool and 30% mulberry silk. It's a 100-gram ball. And the other colour is just a skein of sock weight, fingering weight yarn. It was Valley Yarns from Webbs, which is where I bought it. 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. And it was just, and the colour is 29 North Sea. And that is the contrast patterning there. And also on the toe. I just quite like the combination of those colours. I think actually I like this pattern so much, and it's reminiscent of Doctor Who a little bit, like the TARDIS. So I think I'd really like to do it again in sort of a really strong blue with white. I don't know why that sort of makes me feel like, ooh, it's a bit TARDIS-y. But yeah, so that's one sock complete. And then the other sock I have just finished the heel turn on. So, I mean, these are not going to match I mean, they are going to match, as in they'll both be the same size. But because of the nature of the yarn, it's, you know, the pooling is going to be different, but that's fine. I quite like that anyway. But these are, oh my gosh, I really need to dig through my stash and see if I have any other sport weight yarn, because it's totally different feeling. I've not actually knit socks out of sport weight before. I've always used fingering, and I am actually delighted. I mean, the stitch definition on this as well is just, I really like it. And it's lovely to knit with. It just creates a really nice squidgy fabric. So very pleased with that anyway. So again, that's kind of on my to-do list. I've been quite busy with other non-knitting related things of late, so haven't got as much done as I'd like, but that's kind of my in progress one, that one. What else have I got? In the other yarn bowl, this is the one that I made, if you recall, last year when I was in the States. I cannot believe that was a year ago. Oh my goodness. It came up on my Facebook feed, you know, when it does memories, and I'm like, how was that a year ago? So much has changed. Anywho, so this is more yarn that I bought over there. This is Chopel Ambiente Passion for You. Let's see, it is 100% wool, superwash, merino. Colour is 2294 pink. That's the skein, or the ball. Isn't that pretty? And I'm just doing sock, just a regular sock. I just wanted something easy, no thought required. I quite like the colours. They're kind of fun, kind of funky, bit stripy. Yeah. So that's the other one I'm doing. And as I say, that is just a basic vanilla sock. So my usual pattern, and that's in that. So they're my works in progress. I do have some stash acquisitions. I got a lovely care package from my friend in Canada, Maggie, and she sent me 2 skeins of Happy Feet. How fabulous are these colours? They are me. They are absolutely me, all over. This blue, the purple, the aqua colour. Yeah, that's me. So this is from Hobby. It's called Happy Feet. Let's have a look. 50 gram skeins or balls. Let's see whether it's got any other information. Colour number is 113. Doesn't seem to have a name. Just has, oh, 75% superwash wool and 25% nylon. Perfect sock yarn. Perfect. So they are going to be my next ones, because I know I have so many pairs of socks and I really don't need to make myself any more, but these, I've got to have socks made out of this. Just so, I just love them. They are just perfect. She knows me very well. Okay, so that's that. And she also bought me, or sent me, a mandala cake. So that's the colour gradient. Actually have no idea what I'm going to make with this. If you have any suggestions, if you've made something, I don't wear shawls. That seems to be a really popular thing with these mandala cakes, is making a shawl. I don't enjoy knitting them and I don't enjoy wearing them, so I don't really do shawls. But if you can think of anything else that would be suitable for this. So it's 150 grams. It's 100% acrylic, lovely and soft. I'm half tempted on the picture, and I think there is actually a pattern on the ball band of that scarf, because I think that might be kind of cool. It's 3 is the weight of yarn, so it's a light yarn. Yeah. I'm kind of tempted to do the scarf. That might be kind of funky, mightn't it? Great colours though. Love it, love it, love it. As I say, I like the way that it looks like it knits up. But maybe like an infinity scarf type arrangement. I'm not sure. What have you made with this? Let me know, because socks I can do all day long. I'm not so good at thinking outside of the box, outside of the sock box, and thinking of, oh, what else could I make? Let me know. Comment down below. You can hit that thumbs up and that like button as well. You can subscribe. That would be amazing. Anywho, on to my very exciting news. So, you will perhaps, if you know me in person, know that I have been tossing up an idea a sort of a creative idea for the past 6 months or so. Actually longer than that, but the past 6 months I've really been sort of digging into it. Anyway, so last month I decided to take a bit of a leap of faith and start my own little indie dyeing company. Very exciting. Only early days yet, though I am really, really pleased. I've actually sold 6 skeins of yarn, which is not bad for, I think I've had the store listed 2 weeks. So that's pretty amazing. So the store is on Etsy at the moment. It's called the Soggy Kookaburra, of course, Soggy Kookaburra Crafts. That's my little card, which is cool. So I've dyed a few colorways, I've done a lot of experimentation, and I've chosen the ones that I really liked, and I've reproduced those so that I could put them in the store. I figured that the failed experiments, if such a thing can be a failure, they're just going to go in my stash, and I will knit them up into something, or I will over dye them at some other point. And the big thing that I wanted to do with the Soggy Kookaburra Crafts sort of ethos, if you like, is not only is everything hand dyed, like probably small batches of 2 or 4 at most, but I wanted to combine my great loves. And as many of you know, I'm a colossal nerd. I'm such a geek. It's not even funny. I mean, Star Trek and sci-fi and Marvel comics and fantasy books and all that sort of stuff. Massive fan, huge fan. So I wanted to kind of combine those passions, those interests, those fandoms into my yarn. So all of the yarns that I have dyed up and have for sale have a story, and that story is in the description. And if you want to find me on Facebook, it's Soggy Kookaburra Crafts, and I list them quite regularly, and they're little stories. So I'm going to really quickly just buzz through the ones that I highly recommend. If you are at all nerdy like me, and I'd like to think that some of you are, have a look at the backstories on these. So I suppose I may as well show you this one first. So this is Cardassian Sunrise, that famous drink from the Star Trek universe. 100 weight, merino nylon gold stellina, and it's in these lovely Cardassian Sunrise colours. So that's that one. And what else have I got? Oh, like these ones. So this one is merino superwash, tussler silk and silver stellina. It's called Siren. You see it's got the silver sparkle. And this is inspired by the Siren character from the TV show Once Upon a Time, which if you haven't seen it, highly recommend it. Very good. Anyway, so that is that. And this is gorgeous. Really love it. Sticking with the Once Upon a Time theme, this is again on the silver stellina and silk yarn. And this is called Deary, which if you have seen that show, you'll know exactly what that references. Really, Deary? There it is. Stunning. We've got this one, which is Aegir, which is from the Norse mythology. So it's the god of stormy seas and shipwrecked sailors and all the like. And that is on the gold stellina base. Very moody, this one. Very moody. This one's kind of fun. How bright and colourful is that? This is called The Sixth Doctor. Obviously Doctor Who. Colin Baker, one of my favourites. I know he's not everybody's cup of tea, but I just love the fact that he wears every colour of the rainbow at once. He's so funky. I think a lot of the more recent Doctors have taken a leaf out of his book. But anyway, so how cool is that? Really bright, really lovely, great fun. And this one is Blueface Leicester Superwash and Nylon. And these are all sock weights, because of course they are. What else have I got? Oh, this one. I've only got one of these left. It's proven to be surprisingly popular. This one is called Sylar. And this is reference to the TV show Heroes. And that wonderful actor, Zachary Quinto. Oh my goodness. Whew, he's so sweet. Lovely. Anyway, he plays a character called Sila who, okay, aside from being a mass murderer, he's got a big redemption arc. He's good. Really like that. But that's been very, very popular. And last but not least, I think, for this one, this is Vulcan. Again, showing my Star Trek roots here. So that is Vulcan. And again, that's on the BFL nylon sock. So that is the yarns that I currently have in stock. I have got some that are drying, I've got some that are in progress, and I've got some that are skeined up, ready to be photographed and listed. That's going to be later this week. I'll be doing a shop update. So please, even if you aren't going to buy, please share my shop or my Facebook page. It's Soggy Kookaburra. You Google it, I'm there. You know, go onto Insta, I'm there. Go onto Facebook, I'm there. Etsy store, Soggy Kookaburra. All variations of Soggy Kookaburra. There's only one original Soggy Kookaburra, and that is me. So please like this video if you enjoyed it. Share it with your friends. Share the links for me. I'd really, really appreciate it. I am going to be doing a giveaway when I hit 100 subscribers, and it will be for a yarn of your choice from my new store. So I will talk more about that in the next episode, which should be 3 weeks time, I think. And I look forward to sharing all my yarny goodness with you then. And I look forward to hearing from you in the comments. Please do drop me a comment. Let me know how you've been getting on with the summer, with the lockdown, with all that stuff. What have you been working on? What are your thoughts for the mandala yarn? What can I make? Have you got any ideas for new yarn colours, geeky yarn colours? Anyway, lots to talk about. Please drop me a comment below, and I will see you again really soon. Happy crafting, guys. Bye.